Y'all gonna have to excuse the background noise because there is something going on, kind of like a charity thing going on outside. But I just felt the need to hit the record button and kind of document this moment. I am experiencing true, deep love for myself. And it just feels so damn good. I thought about a way that I could describe the essence of who I am. I feel like I'm many things, but what came to mind was I am simply deep. And what I mean by that is I was sitting here, I'm in my bed. I was sitting here and I was watching an episode of one of my favorite internet shows, Red Table Talk. Shout out to the Smith family. And it's something that I do often because the context and the dialogue fills me, it nourishes my soul in such a way, in such an impactful way, that it's rare that I watch one of these episodes and I'm not teary-eyed. But it just connects in such a real way. I'm so grateful for it. But aside from Red Table Talk, I find that as I reflect a little bit of my journey, that I've always been this way. I've always been simply deep. Whether it be, and I'm just thinking of other things that I've connected to in comparison to Red Table Talk. When I think of Iyanla, Fix My Life, and the healing aspects of that show, I'm a person who has always been one who enjoys counseling and helping and aiding others, so much so that I actually like to view it. Again, it's something that nourishes me, and it may appear very simple to another. I was thinking as I was watching this episode, it was an older episode of Will and Jada talking about, how their relationship has come to be and how the point in which they have reached within their connection with each other, and how they, no longer consider themselves married, but more so life partners. And we, as humans, fall deceptive to wanting things that is outside of us. People see their relationship and they're like, oh, I want that Will and Jada love. I want that Jay and Beyonce love. I want that. I respect their connection and the commitment and devotion that they have allowed themselves and dedicated themselves to. I respect their connections, but I am not like them. No other person walking this earth is like these individuals. So to say that you want a love like theirs is to imply that you're doing a discredit. It's to imply that you don't love yourself. You want a love like yours. It's beautiful to be able to connect and to relate to their journey. We all can do that. We're all human, you know. It's an interdependence thing. You know, we're all walking this, we're all living on this planet together. So the ability to connect and relate to one another is God given. So it's important to understand internally that you want to love like yours. And sometimes I think to myself subconsciously, and consciously, I think to myself, man, I really would enjoy, watching and kind of dissecting and having dialogue and sharing dialogue with somebody who sees the benefits of watching these shows, the depth of it all. And almost instantaneously, it was just like, yeah, but that's you. Like, that's me. And I realized that this was another form of how I love myself. And it brought me to tears. And I just had to express and vocalize my gratitude. And I hugged myself as I was crying because I'm like, this is healing for me. Not merely the fact of the show, but the fact that I was doing something for me that I love to do that fills my cup. And again, my tears came from that realization, but also just really kind of glancing back at the journey I've had and I've lived up to this point, and realizing just how much time I've freely given to things that did not fulfill me in this way, in terms of me being able to give to me. Nothing outside of you should be able to fill your cup. They can contribute to your happiness, but it is you, truly you. And I know that this is divinely guided, the steps, the even thinking of turning on to Red Table Talk and watching certain episodes. I know my steps are divinely guided. But that is an action that I freely, because we have free will, that is an action that I freely chose to do. Mind, body, spirit, heart. I wanted to do that because it's something I enjoy doing. I always have, and I think back to these moments, back to when I was in a relationship, back to like 2012. And I recall having a similar experience of just really loving doing things like this. And I remember talking to my partner at the time, and we didn't connect on that level because that was something that was considered, I guess, weak to them. But it's not to say that, you know, the partner that you have in life, you're not going to always like to do everything together. But the beautiful thing that I took away from this episode of Red Table Talk that I was watching with Will and Jada is that 10 days out of the year, they devote time to be with each other and support one another in the things that they like. For Will, he had mentioned that he likes to vacation, and everybody doesn't vacation the same, but when he vacations, he likes to, climb mountains and do and deep sea dive and all of these things, and that really isn't Jada's cup of tea. Versus every year, Jada likes to do holiday traditional things, and that's something that Will kind of is just like, again, the tradition aspect of it all. But they support each other in the things that they love solely doing. And that is something that I feel not being like their relationship, but I think that is a very healthy thing to add to a relationship. Another thing that they mentioned in the episode is expectations is the mother of all discomfort, and just you don't want to have expectations in your relationship. But I posted something recently on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, my link is in the description below. But I had said that 4 days ago, I wrote and posted, I'm finding that the only expectation that should live within any relationship is the commitment to respectfully loving yourself and allowing others space to support that freely. That is the only expectation that should exist in any relationship. It's all about the journey of loving ourselves fully and committing to that journey and respecting that journey. And if you just so happen to connect with someone along that journey in a deep way, that just the bond is just too real to sever, and you just can't see that type of connection with anybody else, life partnership. I support you in your journey of loving and becoming your best self, just as you do the same for me. Make space, allow space, create room to be supportive and witnessing somebody become the greatest and highest version of their best selves. You shouldn't want anything less than to see the person you love succeed and championing them on. So we just hit the 15-minute mark. that's really all I wanted to share and express with y'all today. I'll definitely be sharing more insight and wisdom. I've been journaling these past couple days. So I've mentally been making notes in my mind of what I want to share with you guys in the upcoming videos. And I'll definitely be getting back to the tarot spreads soon. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all. And I hope that this resonates. I will catch y'all in the next one. If you haven't already, please like this video for me and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And yeah, I will see y'all soon. Love and light.